I'm basically showing how prices have gone down.
No, but you could have done that 16. You could have done that so many different ways. You could have showed the pieces. Hey, you could have said, hey, look at all these. If you looking, you could have said that. Hey, if you're looking for, if you can't, you could have said.
Just like what you call it was saying, oh, why did you name PS5 first? Why does that matter?
All right, well, hold on. Let me say my thing. Let me say my thing. You could have easily said this. If you guys can't find a console, this guy stated that you can build something for $650. Now, what you didn't also put in there is that memory is like 32. Like, it's not an equivalent. It's 32 gigs, and then it also has 8 gigs for VRAM. It's just not the same. The whole system is not the same.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, that's why.
They're not. There's apples to oranges. So it's.
You know what the two words relatively equivalent add up to?
Relative to what? Relative to what? Like how much difference is it? How much difference is it?
Holy shit! In raw performance, as I say again, before you cut me off or say something online, from Digital Foundry's multiple tests, multiple videos over the 2 years of the console life cycle, whether that be on backwards compatible PS4 games, backwards compatible Xbox One games, native PS4 port or PS5 ports, and native Xbox Series X ports, based on their data, the consoles are between the performance profile of, in terms of raw GPU performance, between the 2060 on the NVIDIA side, 2060, 3080, or on the AMD side, they are between, say, around a 6600 and a 6700 XT.
Now I'm going to pause you here, right, and then we can talk about my comment, right? You know how they do benchmark tests on cell phones and PCs, right? You know that they don't use actual like market games. They use actual like demos, test demos, because it caters to that particular hardware. So with Digital Foundry, Gamer Nexus, and whomever, they're using regular retail games, which are not catered to either one of those hardwares. So it's a flawed test in general. When you want to do benchmarking, you find software that is tuned to that hardware or near or around it. I can't stress enough that a console is not a PC, and vice versa. Are you going to ask me a rhetorical question? What are you going to like? What?
No, it's not a rhetorical question. Do you know what raw rasterization performance is?
Yeah, I do.
What is it? I don't.
So raw rasterization is how much it's how much what rasterizing what? Polygons, vertices, pixels. What are we rasterizing?
Performance within a game.
No, I know, but there's different points that the GPU can rasterize. You can rasterize vertices, you can rasterize pixels or texels, you can rasterize shaders. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about are you talking about what the GPU is capable of doing? Because if you're just throwing out words and don't know what they quite mean, or are you copying or parroting what they said?
What the GPU is capable of. Well, I'm asking the question.
Yeah, what the GPU is capable with the GPU. So all you have to say, instead of you trying to throw in some fancy word, which I already know what it means. I already know what it means. You already know what it means. You can turn the box and find out what the GPU is supposedly capable of doing. They have their benchmarks right there. They'll tell you how many polygons it can render. They'll tell you how many vertices it can render. They'll tell you how many pixels for your fill rate it can render. They can tell you all those things on the box. Okay, so what about it?
So, my point was, raw rasterization,
Yo, mouse.
performance between game to game, comparatively to PC GPUs.
What he's saying, Thrash.
Simple.
What he's saying, Thrash, is that they're taking the game. What he's saying? What he's saying, Thrash, is that they have one benchmark, and they consider the benchmark the game itself. So let's just use Spider-Man, for instance, right? So they're basically saying that the benchmark here is the game Spider-Man, and how many frames is this going to pump out per second, or whatever the case is, right? And what they'll do is they'll tune the GPUs or find a configuration to see where it falls along the lines of. So they keep messing with the settings and the chips and the configurations until they find something that's close to the performance that the console is doing. There's only a one problem though, and that console or that game is not utilizing the console.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, is it utilizing the console? You're talking about Spider-Man, the remaster?
That remaster one. Now he says here because of what Gamer Nexus said and what what do you call it? Digital Foundry is saying. He's saying that basically since it's a next generation app or the current generation app, that it's basically a next generation game.
Yeah, but it's not utilizing the entirety of the console.
No, it's basically what they're doing is.
We're able to draw a conclusion on raw rasterization performance.
A flawed conclusion. A flawed conclusion.
Wait. And the point of my tweet is relative equivalence and raw performance. It is relatively equivalent.
It's not raw if it's not utilizing the console.
Let me finish talking. No, I'm performance.
You need to keep on talking, nigga. Look, at the end of the day,
no, and performance, and what?
That's performance. It's not equal. It's relatively equal. I'm relatively able to fuck the shit out of Beyonce, but I ain't gonna never fuck Beyonce, my nigga. It's relatively equal. That does not mean equal. So why are we doing it? Why are we talking about like?
Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Before you cut me off, here's the thing, right? You know, when you put things in a new API, all they're doing is there's a translator that takes the code. Not saying in real time, because you can do this offline, right? It takes the code from the old API and gives it and translate it into what the new API and the system could read. So. Hold on, stop cutting me off, please. Stop cutting me off. I have to mute you. Stop cutting me off.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna just say what I just said.
If I tell you, if you are a sprinter, right? If you're Usain Bolt, right? That has a lot of fucking speed potential. And if I give his ass the instruction to hop on one leg, he can do it. But that don't mean that I'm utilizing what the fuck he can do. That's the equivalent of this putting it into the container of the API. You're not telling the system what it could possibly do. These are flawed fucking benchmarks. Just because you can tell it what to do, don't mean that it can't do any more.
It is literally the raw performance.
It's not raw performance because the console. It's not raw performance because within the container, it's only telling the console or the CPU or GPU only to do it up to this point. It's not telling it to do up to your max. Yo, all right. So I'm not gonna go round and round in circles.
If you ever watch the NX Gamer video,
I can't.
you don't know. Oh my god.
Look.
I'm answering my own question, bro. I can tell by talking to you, bro. I can tell by talking to you. Hold on, you like to hear yourself talk a lot. Let me say something real quick.
No, I got two people. Hold on, wait, hold on, Thrash. I got two other people behind Thrash that want to talk, and you're long-winded. So, all right, Thrash, go on, and I go to Yo.
I just want to say one. I want to answer my own question. I asked him earlier, why do you, if you dislike PlayStation and Xbox fans or people who would like those classic boxes, why do you like to communicate with them? And you don't never want to answer that shit, but I figured it out. Let's listen to you talk. The reason why
I don't like fanboys.
Let me finish. You're a fanboy though, so it doesn't make sense. But
I'm not a fanboy.
Okay, cool. You're not a fanboy PC. Good. All I'm saying is that the reason why you and a lot of other PC fans like to talk about console gaming and talk to console gamers is that you guys feel that you're smarter than us. And you want to feel big because you know about somebody's fucking GPU, but shit that console gamers don't give two shits about. When it comes to game skill, you never want to challenge that, but you guys always want to challenge on something like specs or something that just doesn't really matter to console gamers. And so you want to have this. Let me finish. You want to have these conversations with console gamers. You want to say things that you know console gamers are going to reply to because they know that you are smarter than them when it comes to what you were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
He got the right one today. He got the right one today. I couldn't tweet the way I wanted it.
You don't make these tweets comparing two different PCs. I never really ever see that. But I was seeing, I've noticed that that's what you PC dudes do because even when y'all make videos, and not just you, I'm talking about the people who actually do make videos, they always try to say how stupid console gamers are, how dumb they are, how much they don't know this, and that they always want to look like they're smarter than somebody, and you're no different than them. That's the problem.
I mean, they're the captain of Sony, but I mean, there are PC gamers too.
No, you guys aren't smart at all. You got these fucking companies robbing you for the same chips that it's cheap on the PlayStation, my nigga, or an Xbox. They charge you. Y'all crying about $1,500 fucking. Still gonna buy it because you guys are fucking idiots.
They provide more performance. What do you?
Okay, hold on. Wait. I got there's people that want to talk. Yo, bless. Hold on. Yo.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yo. That guy. Yo. Can you speak real quick?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Okay, it's really interesting because I have, like, literally the entry-level PC that he's talking about, I have a 3700 GPU with a 2060, and it's not better than the PlayStation 5.
PC, brother.
That's literally, no, I'm saying it's the equivalent. If it's equivalent. Hold on, let me finish. Now, when you said
6600. Go ahead.
No, the other thing is when you said that. No, when you compared the. No. Never.
It's 3700X is slower than a 5600, and 6600 is faster than a 2070. Or sorry, 6600 is faster than a 2060, so it's not the equivalent. But go ahead.
No, you were saying that it was down to in between the 2600 level, and I have a 2600. It's not down to that. But when Digital Foundry, when Digital Foundry said that the PlayStation 5 was what they thought.
Hello? Oh, he glitched out.
Hello?
I'm telling you, y'all gotta know how to speed. Look, I ain't trying to be rude. Y'all gotta know how to speed your shit up because the spaces be fucking up. Your spaces be fucking all the way up. Let him, yo, bless. Let him speak. You just straight up cut him off. He can't help.
Go ahead. When Digital Foundry said that they thought the PlayStation 5 was based off of was equivalent to the 2600, it was based off of unfinished builds of Gran Turismo 7, unfinished builds of Demon's Souls, and unfinished builds of Spider-Man Miles Morales when they did the showcase, and they only showed them running at 1400p. And they said and they wrongfully assumed that the PlayStation 5 could only do that would be the highest setting, which that was incorrect. Now, when you talk about Gamer Nexus, the only games he showed that was somewhat next gen that would have been a fair apples to apples comparison was Resident Evil 5. Every other game he chose were games that were not properly optimized for the PlayStation 5. Everything else he used were backwards compatible games. And actually, that I'm wrong. Did you use one of the games?
It's Resident Evil 5. You mean Devil May Cry?
Yeah, Devil May Cry. And that was about it. But everything else he was using other games that did not have a proper next gen patch. So again, that's a flawed comparison. And
that's wrong. He used Dirt 5 as well. He used Dirt 5 as well as a native port, but go ahead.
Okay.
Dirt 5. Dirt 5.
Yeah. No, keep in mind, yo, there's one more person behind you that wants to speak.
Well, I have to go back and see how Dirt 5 compares, but either which way, like in between those, he was also wrong saying that they're equivalent to to what 1070, which again, that's